You wake before sunrise, not because an alarm is ringing, not because your calendar is full. You wake because the cold air has reached your skin. Birds have begun calling through the trees. And somewhere beyond the edge of the camp, another day of survival has already started. For almost all of human history, this was normal. Your ancestors did not separate life into work, exercise, family time, and entertainment. Every hour blended together into one continuous challenge: finding food, avoiding danger, caring for children, and maintaining relationships. Every ordinary habit shaped the organ sitting inside your skull. The human brain that solves spreadsheets, scrolls through social media, and remembers passwords was not designed for offices or smartphones. It was built by millions of tiny daily behaviors, repeated over hundreds of thousands of years. Many of those habits disappeared only recently, yet your brain still expects them. Could some of the struggles of modern life simply be the result of living differently than your ancestors did? The answer begins long before civilization. Around 2 million years ago, members of the genus Homo began relying on larger brains than earlier human relatives. A larger brain offered enormous advantages, but it also created an expensive problem. Although the human brain makes up only about 2% of body weight, it consumes roughly 20% of the body's energy while at rest. That means every improvement in thinking required more food, more cooperation, and more efficient daily routines. According to paleoanthropologists such as Richard Wrangham, cooking played a major role in solving this energy challenge. Heat breaks down food before it enters the body, allowing more calories to be absorbed with less effort. Cooking did not simply change meals, it changed brains. Imagine sitting around a small fire as darkness slowly surrounds the camp. Meat cooks over glowing embers, while roots soften beneath hot stones. Children watch the flames. Older adults tell stories. Predators hesitate to approach the light. A simple habit, preparing food together, may have transformed human evolution. Could one evening meal have changed everything? Evidence from archaeological sites, such as Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, suggests humans controlled fire hundreds of thousands of years ago. Although researchers continue debating exactly when regular fire use became widespread, regardless of the exact date, fire changed nights forever. Instead of sleeping immediately after sunset, your ancestors gained extra hours for conversation, planning, teaching, and storytelling. Stories became memory. Memory became culture. Culture became humanity's greatest survival tool. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner studied modern hunter-gatherers and found that nighttime conversations often shift away from practical discussions toward stories, social lessons, myths, and cooperation. Around the fire, knowledge traveled between generations without books. Your brain evolved inside those conversations. Today, many evenings end with glowing screens. Long ago, they ended with glowing embers. The difference matters. Every morning also began with movement. There were no chairs waiting, no elevators, no parked cars. Your ancestors walked almost constantly, not because exercise was healthy, but because survival demanded it. Anthropologist James Soosman, who studied the Jew Wanzi San people of southern Africa, documented how daily movement was steady rather than extreme. Hunting, gathering, carrying children, collecting water, and searching for edible plants created moderate physical activity spread across the entire day. The brain benefits enormously from this pattern. Modern neuroscience shows that regular movement increases blood flow, supports learning, improves mood, and stimulates chemicals that help neurons form new connections. One important protein is called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, often shortened to BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for brain cells. Your ancestors never heard the name. Their bodies simply produced it. When you remain still for long periods today, your brain receives a very different biological signal. Could your restless thoughts sometimes reflect a body expecting to move? Movement was only part of the story. Attention itself worked differently. Imagine walking through a forest. Every sound could matter. A broken branch, fresh footprints, the distant cry of birds suddenly falling silent. Nothing could be ignored for long. Psychologists sometimes distinguish between focused attention and diffuse attention. Focused attention locks onto one task. Diffuse attention remains broadly aware of everything happening around you. Hunter-gatherers constantly shifted between both modes. Your ancestors scanned landscapes while remembering seasonal plants, listening for animals, watching children, and navigating familiar landmarks. Their attention was flexible. Today's digital world often demands the opposite. Notifications interrupt concentration, while endless streams of information compete for limited mental resources. Ironically, your brain evolved to notice novelty. Now, novelty never stops. Every vibration, headline, and new image activates ancient systems designed to detect potentially important changes in the environment. The same mechanism that once noticed predators now notices phone notifications. Different trigger, same brain. Food gathering shaped thinking in unexpected ways as well. Foraging required extraordinary memory. Researchers studying traditional hunter-gatherer societies have documented impressive knowledge of hundreds of edible plants, seasonal cycles, animal behaviors, water sources, and migration routes. This knowledge accumulated over decades. Children learned through observation rather than classrooms. Mistakes carried consequences. Choosing the wrong berry could mean poisoning. Following the wrong tracks could waste precious energy. Your ancestors developed detailed mental maps connecting places, seasons, smells, and experiences. Modern cities outsource much of this work to GPS systems. Yet the hippocampus, the brain region deeply involved in navigation and memory, still reflects this ancient heritage. Studies of experienced navigators have even shown structural differences associated with intensive spatial learning. Your brain enjoys building maps, not only digital ones. Social life placed even greater demands on intelligence. Humans survived because they survived together. Unlike many predators, people rarely hunted, raised children, defended camps, or shared knowledge alone. Every relationship mattered. Robin Dunbar proposed that increasing social complexity helped drive larger primate brains. Remembering friendships, rivalries, family ties, promises, and reputations required powerful mental abilities. Imagine living in a camp where everyone knows everyone. You remember who shared food during the last drought. You remember who settled arguments fairly. You remember which elder recognizes medicinal plants. Trust becomes survival. Every conversation trains your social brain. Even gossip serves a purpose. It spreads valuable information about cooperation and reliability. Modern gossip often seems trivial. Ancient gossip could save lives. How much of your daily thinking still revolves around other people? Probably more than you realize. Then there were children. Human childhood is unusually long compared with other mammals. This extended period allows enormous learning. Young children spent years observing adults make tools, identify tracks, prepare food, weave baskets, care for infants, and solve unexpected problems. Learning happened through participation, not lectures. Your brain evolved expecting curiosity to lead education. Play became practice. A game of throwing sticks became future hunting skills. Pretending to cook became preparation for adulthood. Exploring streams became lessons in ecology. Even today, children naturally imitate before they memorize. That instinct reaches back deep into evolutionary history. Another forgotten habit was silence. Not complete silence, natural silence. Wind moving through grass, flowing water, insects humming, leaves rustling overhead. These sounds formed the background of nearly every waking moment. Compare that with traffic, engines, construction, alarms, and constant electronic noise. Although humans adapt remarkably well, researchers increasingly study how chronic noise affects stress hormones, sleep quality, attention, and emotional health. Your nervous system evolved in environments where loud sounds usually meant something important. Now, important sounds compete with thousands of meaningless ones. The alarm systems remain active. Even eating looked different. Meals arrived unpredictably. Sometimes there was abundance, sometimes scarcity. The brain evolved remarkable flexibility to handle changing food availability. Cravings for calorie-rich foods made sense when famine remained a real possibility. Today, supermarkets offer unlimited access. Ancient adaptations meet modern abundance. The result is often conflict between biology and environment. Does your brain still prepare for shortages that never arrive? Sleep followed natural rhythms too. Without artificial lighting, daylight strongly influenced daily activity. Researchers studying communities with limited electricity have found sleep timing remains closely connected to sunset and sunrise. Fire extended evenings, but not indefinitely. Darkness still encouraged rest. Morning light reset biological clocks. Modern lighting allows productivity long after sunset, yet your circadian rhythm, your internal daily clock, still responds strongly to natural light. That clock has been ticking for hundreds of thousands of years. Perhaps the strangest habit of all involved boredom. Your ancestors experienced quiet moments without constant stimulation, waiting beside traps, watching grazing animals, repairing tools, walking long distances. These periods allowed reflection, planning, observation, creativity. Today, boredom often disappears within seconds. A phone fills every empty moment. Yet some neuroscientists suggest moments of quiet allow the brain's default mode network to organize memories, simulate future events, and strengthen creativity. Doing nothing may actually accomplish something important. Could your best ideas appear when distractions disappear? Archaeological discoveries from Blombos Cave in South Africa reveal engraved ochre pieces and symbolic objects dating back roughly 75,000 years. Chauvet Cave in France preserves breathtaking animal paintings over 30,000 years old. These discoveries reveal something remarkable. Your ancestors did not merely survive. They imagined, they decorated, they created symbols. Art trained memory. Symbols strengthened identity. Shared imagination united communities. The same brain that once painted cave walls now designs skyscrapers, writes music, and explores distant planets. Different tools, ancient hardware, modern technology often feels completely separate from prehistory. It is not. Every notification competes for systems evolved to detect change. Every friendship activates ancient social circuits. Every story echoes conversations around forgotten fires. Every walk awakens movement patterns millions of years old. Every sunrise still speaks to your biological clock. The human brain is not outdated. It is extraordinarily adaptable. That adaptability explains why people thrive in deserts, rainforests, frozen tundra, crowded cities, and even aboard space stations. But adaptability does not erase history. Evolution leaves fingerprints. Some remain visible in your emotions. Others appear in your attention, memory, sleep, cravings, relationships, curiosity, and imagination. The strange daily habits that shaped your brain never truly disappeared. They continue quietly influencing every decision you make. Tomorrow morning, you will probably wake inside walls instead of beneath open skies. Breakfast may come from a refrigerator rather than a fire. Navigation may depend on satellites instead of stars. Conversation may happen through screens instead of glowing embers. Yet beneath every modern routine lives a brain sculpted by ancient habits repeated across countless generations. You wake before another ordinary day begins, but inside your mind, millions of years of human history wake with you.